Hey, beautiful souls. Yeah, look where I am at. I'm here this morning. I was going to go last night, but I thought I could, be okay. But last night, oh my God, the pain was excruciating and couldn't walk. I was in my office chair. My husband was rolling me, and then he had crutches downstairs. I could even hardly use the crutches because I haven't had anything like this before. But I was like, no, I'm not going to go nowhere tonight, because I didn't want to deal with it. But I'm here this morning in a emergency urgent care area, and it is packed out there, and I'm like, Lord, get me out of here. Everybody's like maybe COVID, flu sick, but anyway, I just wanted to let you all know. I usually try to put messages out there and content, and just put my words of inspiration out, and I had a message, and this was going to be the end of it about me and Cash. Well, anyway, I said, let me post and let them know this is what has happened. This is why you haven't heard from Ursula on today, as relates to yesterday, beautiful soul. But anyway, I am here this morning, and I'm just like, Lord Jesus, it's the first Sunday of the year. I was ready to go to church. I haven't done anything. I go back home and look at services online or what have you. But anyway, God is good through it all, right? Thank y'all for your love and your messages. I haven't had a chance to respond to all of you all, so I'm praying that it's something here. I don't know, y'all, but look here. I'm gonna just hold my phone down. You can see the on this side over here it's swollen. But honey, I can't be breaking these bones up at this age. My doctor always tell me that because when you've had a hysterectomy and your ovaries and everything are out, you don't produce anything, and I don't produce calcium. So I'm like, my doctor always said, Ursula, don't break those bones. Well, doctor, I'm not trying to. But anyway, you know, um, you all messages, thank you so much. And hey, yes, I'm going to continue to be inspired, be uplifted. And I told Satan he going to have to move on out the way because he can't come here. I'm going to work tomorrow. And, I'm going to go on and have a great day. But anyway, you all, just want to let you know I'm here this morning, and I'll come back and share with you the journey of what may be going on, okay? Love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, beautiful souls. Hello, beautiful souls. I am home, just pulling the driveway. I did not have any broken anything or fractures, but she thinks it's sprained, but she's sending the results further. I'm wrapped up good, and extra bands and all this stuff. So I'm going to go in, y'all. It is so cold. Supposed to be some snow coming in this week. Feel like something falling now. But anyway, thank you all so much for your prayers and your love and support. But you know what? Satan is so funny again, because I had a message I was going to put out to y'all yesterday just about some things of my planning. Um, what I've been talking to God about, and if it's His will, this is what's going to go. And then this wanted to come in and interfere and try to discourage me, but it didn't win at all. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and attach on the actual video, I'm sorry, that I was going to share with you all yesterday, okay? So go ahead and watch this video, because this is what I was going to share with you all. And I'll be coming back sharing more things as well. But anyway, thank you for your love, support, as always. Thank you all so much for what you do. You don't know how much you inspire me, saying I inspire you. You inspire me as well, beautiful souls. So I'm going to go in. It's like 11:45. I left home before 9 o'clock this morning. So I'm going to go in, drink my Rise coffee, and get out of these germy clothes. Everybody in there, so they had COVID, flu, or something. And I pray that everybody's okay there. And just go in and get settled. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and move on over to the video that I was going to show y'all yesterday before all of this happened. And I was going to add with the ending of Cash and I walking. But anyway, it flipped on me, right? But that's okay. God is still good. We're still going to, do great things for 2025 with God, the head of it all. And I'll talk back with y'all soon. Love you all so much. Talk to you soon. Watch this video. This is what I was going to share with you all before all of this happened. Have a great evening, okay? Bye-bye. Good morning, beautiful souls. How are we doing on today? It is Saturday morning, about 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Hope you all are doing great, feeling great. I'm sitting here, you all, just relaxing, enjoying the end of my holiday break, guys. The end. Yes, go back Monday. And I'm going to tell you, I enjoyed every inch of it. Every inch of it I enjoyed, just being free. honest with you. Just being free, carefree, not doing much of anything. I'm going to be honest with you. Not doing much of anything because our lives, as we know each day, entails for us to do many things. Schedules, alarm clocks. So I've got to go back and swoop, 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 so I can put the alarm clocks back on. But it's all good. And I was sitting up here, and a neighbor, my husband just left out to go to the store because I told you he's a store person, right? He loves the store. And our neighbor had left a note that's up the street. She walks every day, early every day. And I called her, and she was asking about my car. Her daughter had an accident, and thinking about, I want to sell my car. And I explained to her about some problems we were having with the car anyway. That's why we had to get another car. But that's a car we just pedal around in. And of course, if it was fine, I would have most definitely gave her a good deal and sold it to her. But she said, are you enjoying your time? Because I know you're getting close to retiring. And she was an educator. Actually, she was a teacher. And I said, I am. I said, the Lord's will, you all, I'm looking at dwindling some things down. I thought about this morning is January. So October 1st, I would be at 18 years in the education arena. And I said, it's the Lord's will. And Lord, I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to him every day. And that's what I'm saying. And I tell people a lot of times, I said, well, it's the Lord's will. But he's letting me know that's when I need to, because I need to be there with my mom more and do things. But I'm not going to just step away to say that's it. I do have other things that I am putting in place. Probably work a little part-time job somewhere. Be working on that in the midst as well. But be doing business and doing things. And this morning I was like, let me go on here because I wanted to just talk briefly about that, because being a content creator here, a small content creator in this space, but in other spaces, I've been bigger content creators. In other spaces, I've been I'm an international speaker. In other spaces, I am a speaker. In other spaces, with my business, with my radio show, my podcast, my books, I have other things there, but I've got to get them back in the loop more to get my streams of income and things that I'm looking forward to having there. Because they usually tell you within 3 years, get yourself planned. That's the most money you should be making, because the retirement, most of that goes with lift your retirement up right in the last 3 years. But anyway, y'all, I'm just 57. So of course I have a little time, but planning not to add debt, not to do things. Of course, we had to get another new car, but that's something sometimes you have to get, you never know. But not to add any crazy debt. I don't do that anyway, and we don't do that. Just trying to do things around the house and simple things like that. But I just wanted to come in because you all see the type of videos I'm putting out there. On top of me, my thrifting and all that. And I'm coming back now, okay? Because I'll be going back to work, so I have some more outfits of the day and all that. But 21 Days of Prayer starts tomorrow, so I won't be shopping that way. I'll be showing you things that I already have in my thrift attire, okay? I'll be doing that. That's one thing I'm cutting out. But I want to talk to people because I'm like, Ursula, you need to get in here and share and talk to help people with the mindset of thinking about not so much what they want to do, but purpose. I have people that are reaching out to me, people that come in and, say beautiful things. And they was like, I'm listening, but right now I'm trying to change my mindset. I'm trying to think a certain way with things. And that's what we have to do, beautiful souls. We have to have the mindset to think about different things and shift the mind in other aspects of things. But we need to be more curious to say, okay, let me acquire and see what I need to do. And God told me, so Ursula, take them on your journey. Take them on your journey. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you all on my journey just to help you understand what I'm going to be doing during this time. Now, yeah, I say in 3 years, it's not going to be every day on here, but I'm going to show you pieces of things as they come up with things that I'm acknowledging as it relates to saying my time is dwindling down. So in October, that'll be 2 years. And I just, was sitting here, I was like, wow, okay. I'll be 60. And, we have to think about those things because it's tiring. It's everything requires so much of you now mentally, and it's draining and it's tiring. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So, I have some things that I've been talking to God about of what I want to add more of. I am getting a lot of Facebook friends requests, so I got to check on that. And I do check with people profiles first before I do anything, but I'm getting a lot of them. But I'm gonna go back and check this out, guys. But anyway, I just saw that pop up. But I was like, Ursula, you need to come on and talk with people about that I've always done when I coach and do different things. And that's something that I'm going to be putting out there more of, sharing my coaching with you all as well. But I know you may be a person that may be in a place that say, well, I've got to figure some things out. I don't know which way to go. I don't know what to do. How can I figure this out? What can I do? And I know, we all get that way. But what we have to understand is that we have to really be ready to make those decisions to say, okay, this is the time I'm going to do these things. This is the first step I'm going to do. Or you may say, well, I feel this is the time and I think this is the steps. But first of all, we got to go to God and ask him, okay, God, is this the right thing to do? And I have been talking about it for years and saying this was my timing, but I know I need to be more available with my mom and stuff. So I'm working hard to build my YouTube channel, big time, and I'm going to be incorporating other things that I'm doing as well. But I'll be, having a part-time, something to do, part-time job. So that's something that, we have to think about when we're trying to make changes and adjust and do different things. We have to, say, okay, what are we going to do here? How are we going to do this? What's the plan? And make sure we have God in that. Make sure he's ahead of that plan, because we can't do anything without him. So we have to do those things. But we have to say, okay, what's the plan? How are we going to do this? What's the first step and all that? Some people, I'm talking to are just saying, I don't know, Ursula, what's the first step and what to do? And I can understand that. I can understand that many times people don't know what to do and how to do it and when to do it and all those things. And I respect that. Some people don't know how to or what to think about or what's the first step of those things. And this is where we have to go on, let them cash out, guys. This is where I would go out there, but it's cold. But this is where we have to be in a mindset to say, okay, let me think about what I have to do first. Go in prayer first, but think about what I need to do first, and then go to the next step and say, okay, how am I going to do this, or what do I need to do, or who do I need to seek to help me, or what have you. And that's what we have to do and think about. How are we going to do this? What are the steps? And then sometimes when people think about all those things, it gets overwhelming. It gets to a point to where they're saying, okay, I'm just going to leave this alone. I'm not going to think about this now. But we're in 2025. We're in January 2025, and time is moving. Time is not waiting on nobody. I don't know about you. I see this. Time is not waiting on anybody. And we have to get to that place to say, okay, it's time to plan and think about what we want to do in life. Those years come on. When family called me and my uncle, people called me for my birthday, and I told him, he said, what? Him and his wife, my aunt. When I told them 57, they were like, I thought you were like 54 or 55, somewhere like 50. I said, no. I remember we're not too far in age. And my mom had me young, so I laugh about it. And my mom was like, oh, I don't want you to get old. I'm like, well, thanks for that encouragement. But we have to think about where we're going to go here with this beautiful life that God's given us. And we want God to know that we're paying attention. We appreciate what he's doing. We're not wasting anything. We're not just flowing through life, and sometimes we do that. Yeah, we do that, It's easy. It's comfortable. We don't want to think about things. We just flow through life, but it gets a point in time to where we have to sit down and say, what are we going to do? How are we going to do some things? What's the next step here? You know, what's the plans and what we have to do with things. So we have to sit and we have to think about that beautiful soul. We have to do that, and we have to get ourselves in that place. So my question to you today, do you feel you're in that place? Do you feel that you are at a level to where you could say, okay, I do, or a mindset to where you could say, okay, I do need to think about what I'm going to do here. I do need to think about what I'm going to set up with this life of mine. I do need to think about how I'm going to do some things. I need to think about that. And we do. And I want you all to come aboard and let's do this thing together and think about that, what we got to do. I hear people say, well, I guess it's my mindset I'm going to work on. I'm here to tell you it is a mindset thing. And saying we're going to work on something, it's not going to cut. And if I'm here if I'm a person to be here for people or to help others, we gotta, I'm not gonna allow you to say, okay, yeah, I need to change my mindset. Well, let's talk about how you're gonna change it. Let's help each other. Let's hold each other accountable, because I am big on that. I am big on paying attention to things that I need to be taken care of and the planning process of things. I'm big on that. I can't coach and talk to people, or just in general talk to people, okay? And I'm going to say coach because if you don't know, I'm a certified life coach, but I just can't say I'm going to, my curtain was moved a little bit. I'm not going to just sit up here and, say this to people and then all of a sudden, I'm not doing it. I mean, yeah, that's something that I just really pay attention to of the planning process of things. Now, that's a clash between my husband and I. Excuse me, my husband feels that, oh, excuse me, gosh, I had some coffee earlier. He feels that, it's to a point to where I'll do it later. And the other day I said, well, you said you're going to do it later. You're going to be 60 next year. And I said, a few more years, you're going to be 70. He turned around and looked. I'm like, yeah, I think that far with things, because I told him, I said, let's just say, for instance, my den, I want to get it painted or whatever. Or I'm going to get it when I get done. Well, you're going to be 60 next year again. I'm going to be, getting older. It's some things I don't want to have to deal with or have to handle right then, because it's like, let's just do it and be done with it. And I have to get him to understand, as time moves on, there are things in life we don't want to be focusing on. And that's why everybody mostly on my street, this, because I'm really talking to people, and they're doing things with the house. I see people out there doing things in their house, and people are putting on roofs. People are getting things done because it's to the point to where we're all about to retire. A couple of us have spoken and still be doing some things, of course, but some have retired. So it's to the point to where that's what you do. That's what you do. And you try to get everything done or whatever, but we don't owe for stuff in the house, but still, whatever you have, you'll pay cash for it and do things like that, because things are going to break and fall down. But what I want people to understand is that time does not wait for no one. And I'm going to be coming out here with videos, and I want to talk, and I want to see, and we need to, talk about this. What are your plans? Let's just be point blank. What are your plans? We may go to a job every day. Yeah, we may, make good money. Yeah, we may have the benefits and have all those things. But sometimes we have to think about what else do we need to do. And I'm going to come back and talk to y'all about that beautiful soul soon. Well, look where we are. Yes, my road dog, Cash, and I. Hi. That's my neighbor. Looking at my neighbors. Let me get settled. Y'all, I don't ride the car much. Oh, did you get a set low in a while? How y'all doing? Well, I wanted to come back and finish, share a little bit, but let's see if he's gonna allow me to. About just getting ready to work on some things and making some things happen, you all. And if this is your first time on, that's our fur baby Cash. Most people know Cash. But what I want to do is encourage everybody to please think about where you are right now. You know, really where you are right now in just in life. And it's not to have a person, you know, become overwhelmed or what have you. It's about just putting some things in perspective and thinking about what you want to do and where you want to be. And many times I tell people, excuse me, y'all, you know the weather, I tell people that when we talking about, you know, things of what you want to do, and people say, I just can't figure it out right now. I don't know what my purpose is. I have people come to me and say that, and I'm like, it's okay. But you know, I realize, I tell people I didn't acknowledge purpose until a couple of years ago because it wasn't anything talked about. So when I became more on social media with my community and had my avatar picked out of what I was doing as a coach, I tell people all the time I was standing in my purpose as it relates to what I was going through on my journey. And that became my purpose. And it turned into things of what I was starting to do as it relates to, excuse me, y'all, I'm getting in the car in and got everything adjusted because my husband was in it last. So it gets to where, as I mentioned, I was already in my purpose. I was sitting in my purpose. And then it actually flowed over to what actually I started doing later in life with my business, with my ministry. And that helped me within. And then that helped me really identify, oh, this is my purpose in life, what I'm supposed to be doing. But all the time, back as a young person, God was preparing me all the time. All the time, He was preparing me. And that's why I say when we're looking at our young people and what have you, you know, their purpose itself, we always say, what's going on so much with the young people of the world? I say, you know, God knows, well, Satan knows that our young people have purpose on their lives, and that's why so much goes on. And even with us itself, sometimes people can understand, well, why is this going on? You know, what's happening here? You know, there's purpose on your life. There's purpose on my life. There's purpose on our lives, and that's what it is. And once again, as I always say, at that time, you're walking your purpose, whether it's something that's you feel that is not a good feeling, something's not tasteful, whatever, you're walking in it, you know. And this is, and it's saying, well, right now, what you're encountering in life may not be something that feels good to you, something that's not good to you, but it becomes a teachable moment, which turns to wisdom, which actually flips over to your purpose in life. Because many times we as individuals, we go back and we start doing things, being a part of things that actually came from what we encountered in life, came from what we were up against in life, which is the purpose walk. So let's take time to identify and think about what we want to do, how we want to do a couple of things, and what we feel we need to be doing, you all. You know, it's not that hard, and I'm not going to say it's just that simple, but sometimes we've got to get to that point and we've got to say that to ourselves, you know, what are we doing here? How are we going to get to this next level of life? Just stop right now and say, okay, I've got to do some planning here. And I'm here to tell you all, it's 2025. Yes, it's time to stop and get some planning done. It's time to stop and think about some things in life. It's time to just stop and do it. We've got to do it, and we've got to put some things in perspective. So if you feel that you're behind on doing some things, or you should have been doing some things a long time ago, don't feel that way. Don't feel that way. As I mentioned, I've got to really work hard on focusing on some things because I'm giving myself that 3-year span to say I'm going to retire in my education field of 20 years. I'll be 60. You know, my mom, she needs me more. And I know I've got to plan right for that. So we've got to look at those things and we've got to think about those things as it relates to that. So don't ever feel that you're behind or you're at the end of something or behind on something or whatever. No, take this day to just think about it, put some things in perspective and say, you know what, yeah, I need to look at some things here. go over some things. Don't analyze heavy, because you know we can do that. Oh yeah, we can do that. Don't analyze heavy. Just think about some things, and that'll give yourself a little time to say, okay, yeah, I'm thinking about it. At least I've started. Now, what do I need to do? And we just got to get on the bandwagon and start making things happen, you know. And it comes into planning. So I am here, you all, where we always come to a little area, which is so funny. The other day we came because we didn't even realize that they had put all these Teslas chargers up here, and 2 people are charging their cars now, and I'm like, why we didn't do a Tesla? Me and my husband, we should have did a Tesla, but I don't know why we didn't, but it wasn't something we was thinking about. Sit down, Cash. Where we gonna go park? There's people everywhere. But anyway, we were it's crowded today out here. We're at a spot we usually park. But I just want you all to think about it. Wow, it's crowded. I just want everybody to think about it, and everybody just to become more alert. I don't want to get round too much. I'm gonna get over in this corner with this Tesla area. But I just want us to think about these things, you all, and just get in gear. Let's just get in gear with some things. I'm not gonna park there because I'm not charging a Tesla. Let's see, Cash, what we can do. Do you get a, I hope you don't get a ticket for parking in a place like this. We're gonna park here though. We're gonna park here. Look, do you get a ticket for parking if you're not charging your Tesla? I don't know, because we don't have one. Okay, but anyway, beautiful souls, we're gonna go walk. And you know, this is gonna be a continuation of what I want to share with you all. So we're gonna go walk and I'll be back. Okay, y'all, we back in the car. I just stopped and got gas. But y'all don't believe what happened. We usually go for like 20 minutes and whatever. Let me tell y'all what happened. It's Saturday, and look what I didn't think I done did. We were walking around the other way, and Cash pulls me, and I have got to get Cash some training because Cash don't listen. And he pulls me, and it's getting kind of hard for me to handle him simply with my injured right side. So anyway, we had went around another little area. I stepped back off the curb and fell. Do y'all hear me? I still had him in hands, holding him, of course. But I had my mace in my hand. When I'm walking, I hold my mace. And fell. Yep, I fell. Back on my butt, which I'm glad. A lot of people around in restaurants and stuff out there, but I guess nobody saw me. But anyway, I still had Cash because he would have took off and probably ran to the road. But I don't know. He usually when that has happened, because this happened before with him, he'll come over to me. But anyway, y'all, gosh, when my feet went off, I heard something crack. I honestly heard it. So in my mind right now, I'm just not trying to even think about it. This is my left foot. Okay, so I did get Cash back, limping. I did get him back because we had parked a little far over in a Tesla, where you can charge a Tesla. We parked over a little bit. So we did do that, and my Lord, I'm like, geez, I'm supposed to go back to work Monday, and I'm going to work Monday too. But anyway, we I feel a little throbbing in my ankle. So I'm gonna go in the house, shower, get cleaned up and what have you, and just pay attention and see what's what. Y'all, I heard something crack. I've had a sprain before. Let me let the window up. I've had a sprain before, and a sprain is painful. So this is not painful, but I feel it throbbing and I feel something, but I heard it crack. I heard it, y'all. I heard it. That's all I can say is I heard it. So I'm gonna go in the house and shower. And like old folks said, grease up your feet and get all ready and settled and stuff, because I'm like, I may be going back to the doctor this evening. I'm gonna see what's what, to put an ice pack on my ankle, but I may be back somewhere just to get an x-ray. There are a lot of small places around here, which is great now. Outpatient, small emergency room areas, which I'm loving, but I can go into an emergency outpatient, not an emergency room, but I can go into like a urgent care thing that has all of that equipment. They have them here now. That has, I can do an x-ray, So that's what I'm gonna probably be doing maybe tonight, y'all. So I'm gonna go on in, and I hate to end it this way with you all because I really want to share more with you, but this is what it's like right now. So pray for me, y'all, because I don't know what I did to my ankle, my left ankle. And wow, you know, you get a certain age, your doctor always tell you don't break them bones. And I try to be real careful with that. And I have fallen so much with Cash. I have, because of his weight and pulling me. So this is just confirmation. I was trying to be nice to let him go outside and walk a little bit, because we have a big backyard. You saw that, but I was like trying to just take him out a little bit. But honey child. And I tried to do it early too, because it's like maybe 2:30 or 2 o'clock or something like that, Central Standard Time. So let's go early. And I thank God that a car wasn't coming or something. I mean, it was just, wow. It's just too much. That's all I'm gonna say. It's too much, y'all. But anyway, I'm almost home, and my husband's gonna be like, oh my God. So I'll talk to y'all soon. And pray for me, because I know I cracked it. I heard it. Talk to you soon.